Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Saturday Night's Star Power. Thanks for joining us here. It's lovely Halloween afternoon, after evening. The sunset. It's evening. So thanks for joining us, people, for the spookiest day of the year. We're all here in costume to show our spirit, and we appreciate you being here and not out there, because doing your part. So thanks for joining us. Switch the music because that's a little too chill right now. You just saw our lovely pregame roll of all the stuff we are doing here on GGK. We've got all sorts of shows throughout the week that you can join us for, from Dungeons and Dragons to Powered by the Apocalypse-based systems, to some Regency Fair, which we have a special finale coming up this Thursday. I'll let other people talk about that. If you want to see all the shows that we've got going on, check out our links below our faces. If you're watching us live on Twitch, you can see our full schedule, all the shows that we broadcast throughout the week. Our next one after this will be tomorrow. That is Slang 101. It is a Powered by Apocalypse system monster of the week. Savannah runs it. It's been going on for some time now, and it's we're getting into some new characters, new mysteries. It's a lot of fun stuff. So come join us for that. That's at 4:00 Eastern time tomorrow. Otherwise, I think our schedule is going to be basically the same throughout the week. I'm going to let these fools introduce themselves, and we will get started. Savannah, I think you are up first.
I am. Hello, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on Twitter and everywhere else. I have a stream every day. You can find me on the internet every day for the next few weeks. I'm here, and I'm also on twitch.tv/encounterroleplay. That's where I'll be. But today I am playing Piper. There's no classes in this game, so I never know what to say after that. The aspiring pop star. And her anima is called Vega.
Next up is RJ.
Hey everybody, I'm RJ on the interwebs, so you can catch me at RJS282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I sometimes stream and tweet about the nerdy things in my life. I'm here on every other Thursday and every other Saturday, where we repeat. Also, I'm here tomorrow as Ajax, Abby's boyfriend, and also Monster Hunter. Other than that, I'm over at the Indoor Adventures channel on Sundays and Mondays, where we play some fun games. But tonight, I'll be playing Feng. His anima type is the Guardian. Its name is the Black Tortoise, and I'll also be playing Omega, Penny's anima.
Me?
Yeah, Sid.
Oh, hey, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid. I'm on here a couple nights a week. Next time I'll be here for Slaying 101. Woot! And then I will be around for our final episode of Elegant Suffering. We're going to be wrapping things up and doing epilogues, which is going to be a lot of fun for our lovely characters. Get a little closure in the Regency era. But we're not done. We will be coming back around for a second season, which we have tentatively titled Elegant Magics. Because, Storybrewers has some awesome new things that you can add to the illustrious Good Society system, and we're going to be using them. So it's going to be Regency plus magic and stuff. It's going to be great. So keep on checking that out every other Thursday at 8. Okay, I'm done talking about that. Right now, I am Miss Frizzle, but more importantly, I am playing Penny. She, I believe, her anima is the Magician, and I also play Vega, Savvy's, no, not Savvy's specifically, Piper's anima. Yes.
And last of Wings.
Hey everybody, I'm Wings, also known as Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com. I do nerdy drawings mostly related to D&D and a lot of things on the Indoor Adventures stream, where you can normally find me on Mondays playing as Coriander the Eldrin Paladin. Today I'm going to be playing as Vivi, the roller skating very busy bee, and her anima type is the Assassin. Her anima's name is Vespa. And wow, it's a lot of S's. Sorry, I'm very lispy today. I don't really know why. And I'm also going to be playing as Black Tortoise, who is Feng's anima.
Sweet. And I am Sean, also the Kraken King on Twitter, and I'm doing everything else. So without any further stalling, I almost said further ado, and then on Thursday Ryan went into this whole thing on further ado, and something about sausage ended up being the new, I don't know, but now I'm really thrown off anytime I try to use that saying. Watch Wild Space, happened last week. It was something. So
It happened 2 days ago.
Yep.
We're still in the same week.
It feels like it's been a month. All righty, Scooby Gang. Let's jump back into it. Last time on Star Power, your crew committed violence on a person named or anima named Mercury, and their user, whose name I have, Keanu, in order to stop them from sabotaging a music festival that Piper was performing in. You were able to successfully subdue Keanu and their anima, taking them back to Grandpa's store, the North Star, where we had a pretty intense interrogation sequence where we learned a lot about Feng and the just terrible things that he can concoct in his head. You're able to learn a little bit about Keanu from this interrogation, and also from a friend who joined you, another anima user named Lonnie, who knew Piper from their time in South Carolina. We learned a little bit about an organization that that Keanu belongs to, that tried to recruit Lonnie, called the System. Keanu didn't seem to know a lot, but knew one thing, is that they meet in a very special location, not too far from your grandpa's shop, Feng, and gave you the coordinates of where they meet up. You decided to check out or scope out this area, and while everyone else was out looking and investigating and researching, Feng and his grandpa did what they do to evil anima users, and stuck him into a mirror portal into a place called the Mirage, which closed off, sealing Keanu somewhere in that space. The rest of you went to investigate this meeting location, and found that it too was a portal to the Mirage, this red door hovering in an alley across from the 7-Eleven, a few blocks away from the North Star. You scoped it out a bit and decided that your best bet, after kind of peeking inside, would be to stock up on gear and head in and look for these people, this group called the System. You entered the Mirage, this strange other world mirroring our own. You see this massive tower in the distance with pieces of it and structures spiraling off at impossible angles, staircases leading up into doorways that seem to be opening into nothing. and a field of greenery in front of you, and these beautiful flowers stretching between you and this tower. As you followed the path towards the tower, your friend Alani was sucked up into the ground, a portal opening beneath her, and she and her anima, Steel Wind, vanished into the abyss. At that same time, as this portal closed, the plants around you began to shift, and from underneath one of these flowers, a head popped up. And crawling out of the ground underneath the flower is a green-skinned humanoid figure with this plant growing out of their head as they look menacingly upon the four of you. So, what would you like to do? You have a brief moment where they're not attacking you if there's something you want to try to negotiate or do here.
Are they in our way towards the tower?
There's a whole field of them. So yes, if you continue on this path, they're all sort of popping up, and there's like not every flower is coming up out of the ground, but there are 2 or 3 around you, and you can see some others shifting in the distance.
What would it be? I don't want to deal with them. Feng's gonna take out the blood gem and sort of like wave it in front of his face to like get their attention on it.
Okay. You hold out the gem, and the one that's closest to you see it rising up out of the ground, and its body sort of casting off this dirt and debris around it, and you see them kind of shifting towards you, their eyes locked onto the gemstone. You see them reaching out a hand kind of greedily to grab at it.
What would it be to try and sleight of hand the gem back and chuck a water bottle into the distance?
I think that would be...
to try and fool them, maybe like a charisma thing?
I think we could do charisma plus speed. If you want to do well, I have to think. Do you want to do a junction, or do you want to do just do you want to use your anima or not? Because I would allow charisma or dexterity if you're doing if you're just using your own abilities, either to sell it or to actually sleight of hand it. And then if you want to do a junction, you can add your anima's speed to it.
Yeah, let's try a junction out.
Okay, so you spend an AP there. And
19.
Over 2.
Sick. So my charisma is a D4. I got a 4. And my speed for anima is 6. And I got a 6. So that's a critical? Total 10.
Oh, so you maxed out both dice?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a crit. Nice. So you are trying to pocket essentially hide the gem and toss, you said, like a water bottle or something instead?
We had 2 water bottles on us.
Okay. So trading out the water bottle for the gem, that's that works. And you take that and you huck the bottle, and it goes soaring out of this, and very quickly, using the speed of your of Tortoise to sort of propel it even faster, so they can't really gauge whatever it is you threw, and you immediately see that animus in front of you drop to the ground and begin to sort of crawl across the ground with the others very quickly in the direction that you threw the bottle, and it seems that it's drawn all of their attention away from you.
Grab the closest person and start running towards the tower.
Thanks, I hate it.
Okay, you all start running towards the tower?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. as you continue forward, the tower is steadily growing closer and closer, but your perspective feels off. Like the amount of ground that you're covering isn't exactly what you'd expect. And you're not sure if the tower is just larger or there's something else at play here. But it's a lot of running as you clear this flower field, leaving the plants behind, and the terrain grows a bit rockier, kind of jutting with pieces of boulder and shale coming up out of the ground at odd angles. The pathway kind of gives out. There's not so much a path in front of you anymore, as it's just this maze of rock formations. You can still see this tower in the distance, though.
Whew.
So are we going to the tower?
It's the only structure here. And it's a bit of a gamble. There could be stronger anima in there, or there could be the people we're looking for.
Or both.
Thanks, Vivi.
Great.
No problem.
Okay.
I would say it's not too late to turn back now, but then you'd have to run back through the field of flower anima.
I would think it's actually definitely too late to turn back. By the time we need to turn back, we'll probably have to fight all of those flower things.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably not going to be happy that we tricked them with the whole gem and water bottle switcheroo.
Maybe we go the long way around. Is there a long way around? Maybe we can find a long way around.
Possibly.
Maybe there's more than one way out of the mirage.
No, there are definitely more than one way out of the mirage. It'll just pop us out somewhere different.
Like Jacksonville?
Like Jacksonville
Please no.
or Prague.
Like the one across the world, Prague? Not
that
like
would be cool.
Prague, Florida? Is there a Prague, Florida?
There might be a Prague, Texas.
I don't know. We should keep going. I'm already tired.
Hey, is that tower getting any closer?
No.
Nope.
Wait. Why do they call this place the Mirage?
Because it's... Feng thinks.
Is the tower real? Is any of this real? Are you real?
I pinch her arm.
Ow! Okay, maybe you're real, but everybody else is still suspect.
As Vivi cries out "ow" at the pinch, it kind of echoes a little bit across the stones. You hear the "ow, ow, ow," and then you hear kind of this grating noise, and you hear this kind of distorted echo of her voice, just "ow," and then you hear another one's "ow," and you can see some of the rocks along the edges of the shale. Suddenly these square objects begin to pop up out of them, as you see these cube-like heads with these really crude looking faces, like 2 dots for an eye and like 1 slit for a mouth, sort of popping up out of the rocks, and you're seeing these stone people beginning to crawl up and around the shale.
Okay, this might be worse.
Yep, I don't think the water bottle trick will work two times in a row.
Hi, I'm Vivi.
Vivi!
Hi, rock people.
You see 2 of them moving forward, and one of them kind of like mirrors the waving motion, the stone of its arm sort of grinding as it does, and the other one in the back goes, "Wait." And it's a weird noise. It's the sound of like the vibrations of like rocks grinding against each other, mimicking voice.
So we're just gonna keep going. Bye now.
Vivi is waving at them with her hand scarf.
Take her by the collar and slowly pull her away.
She's on roller skates, so she just
Fuller.
You drag her away from the rock people. Okay.
Okay, I gotta go. Bye.
You begin to move away, and you're watching behind you as you do, and they are following.
Look, we made friends.
Are they following in like an aggressive manner, like they're chasing after us, or they're just following us?
Make a. I don't even know what you would do here. I mean, it's aggressive if you don't like rock people following you.
Well, they could just be bored. I mean, maybe a lot of people don't come through here, and we're interesting. I mean, we are very interesting.
I think they're cute.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep going.
Yep, me too.
Okay.
And I guess if they start fighting, we'll fight back. This is freaking me out.
I don't like this at all. I'm, in fact, pretty terrified right now.
You know, this isn't the worst experience I've had in the Mirage.
Okay, let's keep going then.
You guys move forward, and you begin to move through some of these rock croppings to try to push around, and also making your way towards the tower. Correct, but trying to avoid these people. You hear them moving behind you, and that doesn't stop. Kind of at. You keep turning around, and anytime you stop and pause, after a few moments, you just see one of them sort of poking their head around a corner or something to stare at you, and then a few others will come behind it, and then you go rushing off. They're persistently following you, but they haven't tried to attack yet.
Yet.
As you round the... Did my music stop? No. It's just very quiet. Okay. As you round a few corners, who's leading here?
Feng,
Feng?
probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Feng, make an intelligence check for me.
Okay, not bad.
This is going to be a lower target number, probably say a 6.
Out of 1.
Wonderful.
I'm not smart.
Oh no.
You go stepping forward, and suddenly you realize that the ground in front of you has actually been dug out into a pit, and you didn't realize it at first because of the perspective you're walking through this corridor. The far side of the pit is painted and kind of striated to look like a continuation of the pathway.
It's like a Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner gag.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Oh no.
And suddenly, Feng just and starts to plummet downwards.
Can we grab him?
Somebody can react. Yeah. What do you want to do? Just reach out and grab.
That's probably the instinct, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe Omega does too.
Yeah, you can make it a junction check if you want. So whoever's
Sure.
rolling, try to. I need a dexterity, and you can add your anima's speed to it.
I mean,
And since this is junction, take away an AP.
Okay. Okay. 10.
10. Okay. Yeah, that'll be enough. So you, I think there's a brief moment where Feng has fallen, and then suddenly kind of like unfalls slightly. And just as he begins to fall again, you reach out and grab onto the back of his shirt
Yank him back.
as Omega assists you by rewinding time slightly.
That's a
Feng,
pit.
you're back on solid ground.
Oh, that is a pit. Why does it
Vivi
feel
was-
like my stomach's going over like twice?
Vivi was roller skating backwards, so she didn't see this happen. She like 360s around, and she's all like, "What happened?
Fang almost died.
Yeah, you almost fell in a pit.
What pit? Whoa!"
Yeah.
Where does
Wow.
that go?
I don't know, but considering that it's painted to look like something else, I'm pretty sure it's a trap.
How do they even do that?
Anima.
You hear
You
from
guys know
behind
that
you.
paint like exists, right? You don't need anima to like.
Well, no, but just they made it look so much like the road. It's like good painting.
You hear from behind you the grinding voices, painting, painting, painting. And you see three of these stone creatures kind of coming up behind, sort of blocking the passage leading back. So you're now between them and this pit.
Wow, you guys
Between
learn
a
fast.
rock and a hard place.
Very funny.
Boo.
Hey, back off.
Painting.
No,
Painting.
we're not painting. Go away. Shoo.
Shoo.
Mm-hmm.
Shoo.
Look, look over there. Go.
They're creeping up
You're
on you.
weird. Can we leave? Please.
Is there any way around the pit? Are we gonna have to go over it?
You go over it, or yeah, it's pretty much over or back the way you came.
Hmm.
Can anyone's animas fly?
Oh, I have Tortoise throw me around all the time.
Okay, well, not all of us are as strong as you or have a death wish.
Just try and have your animals catch you.
What?
Vivi's is just bees. I mean,
They
there's a
can
lot of
fly.
them. Can they
They
pick you
can't
up?
really make me fly, but
If they all pick you up at the same time, be like the house from Up. It would be. and you instead of a house. I only saw the movie once.
I don't think we've ever really tried that before.
I also don't think that movie's out yet.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, I don't think Fly is out yet.
Oh yeah, I forgot it's a different year.
Up, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but I did just
Well-
look up. Vega just starts singing Sugar Ray. I just want to fly. I'm running up the sky. I'm a switch. Yeah.
Great, Vega, you can't fly. You could probably
Uh,
jump really far though, because your legs are big.
Might as well jump. Go ahead and jump.
Okay, let's try that. I'm going to use Vega and have him use a sonic blast and try to like launch us across.
Okay, launching all four of you across.
Can he do all four of us? He's real big.
You can certainly try.
I'll try.
Okay,
Hop on.
I would say this is Vega's power.
He's very powerful. Come on, buddy. That's a 9.
That's pretty good. So Vega creates a like you
Just like with the
kind of
shark.
Yeah, you position yourself in front of Vega. They look back towards these stone creatures, and they send this blast of concussive force, and you are all rocketed backwards, like a small jet burst. And as you fall backwards, clearing the pit, and then crashing into the ground on the other side. You're all stunned for a moment, but you have cleared over the other side of this
While we
pit.
were flying, we see like the slow motion shot and just Vega singing, "I'm sailing away."
Oh my gosh, buddy.
And you watch the stone creatures walk up to the edge of the pit, and they stop for a second, and then one takes a step forward, and as he does, the ground sort of extends out in front of him, and they begin to walk over the pit, creating ground underneath them as they walk.
Oh my god, this place gets worse and worse.
Oh, that's
Can we
not
do
even
that?
half of
Should
it.
we have done that? Maybe we can do that on the way back?
Maybe they could have helped us.
I think they want to eat us.
Say
You
that.
watch
Maybe
as-
they want to be friends.
You watch as their little circular eyes sort of narrow a little bit, and you see their brows almost like furrow slightly, and their tiny little mouths go into tiny little grimaces as they begin to run a little bit faster at
Hate
you,
it, hate it.
almost angry.
Bye, time to go. Bye. Leaving.
They're mad because you said that they wanted to eat us.
They don't understand us.
Maybe they want to be friends.
They're just
Understand us.
They're just doing what I'm doing and saying what I'm saying.
Listen, they
Friends.
just want to be
Friends.
understood. and
Friends.
have friends.
Bye. I'm
Friends.
gone. I've left.
I'll drag Vivi-
I've left the premises.
Penny with me.
Okay, bye. See you later.
All right, you all begin to sprint away, and as you're sprinting, the ground around you starts to shake a little bit as the anger of these creatures starts to intensify, and you watch bursting up from the walls around you. Suddenly, stone columns begin to crash out from the sides in quick succession around you, trying to crush you against the stone wall. What do you do?
Can I have Tortoise just grab Penny and Vivi and shove them the rest of the way?
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. So that would be a probably power roll for your anima.
D8. It's a D12. Got a 5.
5. I'm gonna say you can get one of them.
Odds or evens, one of you.
Odds. Because she's odd.
It's even.
Zip.
So you just skate Vivi forward
Whoa!
down the path. Vivi just goes launching down on rollerblades in front of all of you as suddenly one of these rock pillars comes crashing out in front. I'm gonna roll attack against each of you.
Can you roll it at me twice if I body block for Penny?
Sure.
Hit me comically hard, brother.
All right. Strength 8, 4, 8. First one against. I'm gonna need to have you guys roll your initiative in order to determine how hard it is to hit you. So, those of you, everyone except for Vivi, roll initiative because Vivi, you are safe.
Remind me initiative one more time. I will remember eventually.
Dex and speed.
Dex is speed. Okay.
Oh fuck, those are my best stats.
God damn it. I critical again.
Woo!
It's okay. I have a D10, a D8, and I rolled a 9 total.
Okay,
I got a 14.
that's not bad. That's like average. 14.
Oh.
5.
5. Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 against. I'm gonna do 1 against Piper first.
Okay.
That's an 8.
It's not a 9.
Oh wait, that's a 9. Never mind.
It's a
plus
9.
1. So that hits you. The other one is gonna be 2 against Feng. That's a 12.
Nope.
I don't think they could hit you. Well, 13.
One shy.
Yeah, I don't think they could hit you. That was a crit.
Oof.
It was an 8 on D8 and a 4 on D8. So no, that's gonna hit you.
Even
so-
worse.
It would have been a crit on Penny.
strength. And strength.
And she would have died.
Damage against Piper. It's 7.
And I subtract something from that.
Defense.
Your defense.
Great, that's 6. So 1.
Okay. Feng. Also 7. No, 6. Sorry.
That gets nulled.
All right, nice. So here's what happens. The Vivi zoom down the path, and suddenly, doosh, 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 all these rocks come crashing out. Piper, you are clipped by one of them and sent skidding down. Feng pushes Penny out of the way or tries to body block in front of Penny and is sort of crushed and pinned between these rocks. And Penny, you kind of are jostled or jettisoned free. But I am going to say that Feng is, though you negated the damage, Feng is sort of stuck, pinned between some of these rocks, and the other 3 of you are free on the other side of where these rock creatures are approaching from.
Can I do my move thing and make it so that last hit didn't hit him, or at the least like he doesn't have this condition, I guess, of getting stuck?
Okay.
Like, do a rewind
yeah.
so he doesn't get stuck?
Roll your ability. I think this would be
Accuracy?
what are you getting? You're a magician?
Yeah, intelligence and range.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Okay. That's a 17.
Nice. You spent one of your ability points.
Yes.
For that. Okay, so you there's a brief pause, and you watch as this dark void manifests around you as Omega takes shape, and suddenly everything just kind of skips back slightly. You see the rocks beginning to come in to hit Feng. You see him trying to push you out of the way, and you grab onto him and pull him with you, and everything just slams shut behind you, and he is avoided being pinned. And all of you are free on the other side now.
Thanks.
Whoa.
He actually got crushed. I should have taken a picture. Shoot. Let's keep moving.
Yeah, that's freaking cool.
Like, crushed or...
You were gonna get caught. You didn't die or anything.
Wait, if somebody dies in front of you, can you keep them? We can talk about this later.
I've only been able to figure this out for like a day. I don't know.
That's fine. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Running away.
All
Just
right.
running away.
You go running away, and you reach the end of this path, and you can see the tower looming in the distance. The rocks all kind of forming a wall in front of you here, a very jagged kind of incline in front that you can climb to reach the top of a hill beyond. But it looks like this is the edge of this rock terrain here. So you can get out, and you can hear the stone creatures approaching behind you, but you are going to need to climb up this shale cliff face.
5G says that there's something on the top of this hill.
Okay, you're on.
I spent all my money on water, and then you threw one of them.
I will pay you back.
Okay.
Vivi's just kind of looking up at the cliff face, like in the background, and then she like turns around and skates back a little bit, and then like she comes back into frame and she's just gonna jump for it, trying to use Vespa to help her out.
Okay. We'll do a dexterity and dex and speed. We'll go with that.
All right. How's about an 11?
That works.
We will carry you.
And she goes zooming off with all of these bees, kind of pushing from underneath, pulling from on top. Just bees swarm around you.
Vivi
They can't fully. They glide you up to the top of this cliff. And Vivi, as you land on top, you can see you are outside of the rock formation. You can see this valley behind you with all these shale croppings and almost like forming this circle. And in the center of it, everything's sort of carved out a little bit. And you see a community of hundreds of these rock creatures, all living in this like village here, and at the center is one massive, perfectly carved stone cube with a face on it, similar to all of the other faces, but actually has like a face on each side. And you see it is stained red with blood and has bones scattered around the outside of it.
Oh no!
Vivi, should we go back down?
But that is essentially, you are standing on the hill where you have come from. The path you are following kind of circles around it. This hill that you're on top of gives a clear view to the tower. You're heading in the right direction. You're heading away from the village, but it looks like that's where they were trying to take you to.
Right.
You guys have avoided it.
Amazing. She sees that, like she's like still like got her arms out trying to balance from landing, and she's like, oh, and she just like sinks down so that she can't be seen.
Yeah, I think something's up there.
Hey, Feng? She pokes her head out over the cliff face.
Yeah?
You might have been right about the rock people.
I didn't want to be right.
No one wanted you to be right. Come on, Vega, let's go.
All right. Strength check to climb.
Everybody.
There's no way. Can I get Vega to get me up there?
Yeah.
There's
Vega
no way I
use
can
his
climb
power,
this.
his power to help you.
Yeah.
I got a 5.
So I can
Okay.
do strength and power?
Strength and power. Yeah, use a junction.
Whoops. That one's on the floor. 11.
11. Okay. Vega sort of using Vega's big arm, sort of climbing up as you're holding on to his back. Penny.
Sort of like shrug at Omega. I don't know.
You want to give it a try?
You can do it.
Okay. Are we climbing?
One step at a time.
You got it.
So we're gonna try to climb.
Okay. So you start to climb up the cliff here with Feng moving beside you. You're hearing the stone people moving up the path behind you still as they're trying to catch up. As I need you to go and roll strength, Penny.
Can
If you want to make it a junction, you can add Omega's power.
So that's 2d4s.
It's fine. It's like a 25% chance of maxing.
Okay. Okay.
1/4.
Okay. That's a 6.
Okay. You go climbing up, you and Feng keeping neck and neck, and you feel this. When you felt Omega sort of tamper with time before, you feel this sort of this.
Oh no.
There's this film over everything that kind of everything just sort of shifts a little bit, and everything feels a little bit off after that point. Suddenly everything sort of clicks into place again, and you watch as Feng reaches up and grabs a section of the rock, and it breaks off in front of him, and this large section of rock starts to collapse down on top of him, threatening to crush him as he falls to the ground.
I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna rewind. I'm gonna rewind.
Okay.
I have 20 AP, y'all. I'm gonna rewind.
Your final destination in Feng.
Apparently,
I can take it.
that's kind of my thing now.
We
Y'all.
added a monkey's paw effect to Omega, so anything that he avoids will happen eventually.
So you could just literally keep stacking it on me until it's a death blow?
It doesn't get worse. It'll just be the same effect is continuing to transpire. So yeah, it'll either you have to find some way to set up the circumstances where they aren't so bad and you can deal with whatever's going to be happening, or you just put it off as long as you can. But yeah, go and roll another or spend another AP. I'm actually not going to have you roll for it.
Okay.
I'm just going to say you spend the AP to use the ability, and you rewind time again, and warn Fang not to grab onto that
Yeah.
ledge.
Not that one.
Mm.
You'll fall to your death.
Did I?
Almost.
Okay. Next one.
This is starting to get really scary. What's
You
the
all
date? What year is it actually? Right.
2001.
2001.
Right. Final Destination came out the year before.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. You reach the top. All of you can see behind you in the direction you have come from. You see this valley with the rock sculpture sacrificial altar.
I think this is a good time as any. And Fang will pull out the bloodstone and hand it to Piper. You might need to do some negotiating
With that,
with that.
And we go around that?
Sure, we could try. If we don't want to have the entire village come down on us.
this is fine. This is fine. What is this weird, like, Doctor Who place?
What's Doctor Who?
This old show that my dad likes to watch. Like aliens and stuff. I don't know. There's all
Well,
this weird stuff.
if you don't remember Grandpa saying that part of what makes the mirage is it makes people go mad. There are a lot of things we can't really explain happen here. Physics works different. Time kind of works different.
Okay, Fang, does it turn them to weird stone people who apparently sacrifice things?
You know, I don't know about that, actually. It might be. Might not be. That might just be anima.
Because that seems like something Grandpa probably should have told you about.
We don't go diving into the mirage. We typically just send bad people here.
Well, I think most of those people are now down there.
I would really like to not go down there. Or have Piper go down there.
Do we have to go down there?
Try to go around.
You don't have to. You can skirt around the edge of it.
Keep
avoid it
low.
if you want to.
Let's keep low, but just in case. I hope you have a good speech ready.
We're all gonna have to try and be very, very, She looks at Vega. Quiet.
Oh, so quiet.
That's pretty good.
Wow, that was really good, actually. Awesome!
And please, Feng, I always have a speech ready.
All right, let's get some dexterity checks for some sneaky stuff. I'm gonna set this difficulty before you guys tell me your numbers. I set at a 5.
Got a 10.
Nice.
I have an 8 and I rolled an 8.
I have
Nice.
10 and I rolled a 10. Does that mean that together me and Penny crit?
Human junction check.
Human
this-
junction check.
Yeah, is this a junction check or is it just a dex
It
check?
can be if you want to make it a junction. That is always your call if you want to use your anima to try to aid yourself here.
Why not? I got an 11.
Hey.
Got a 4.
A 4.
It's actually a good thing I used my anima because I rolled a 2 on my Vivi dex.
Okay. What did you use? What was the other ability you used for your junction?
Speed.
I just want to know how to flavor it. Was it speed?
Yeah, it was speed.
Okay. It doesn't matter a whole lot. I just was curious what
Okay.
what the
I was wondering what I didn't realize you meant stat. I thought you meant like what power, and I'm all like,
oh no.
How am I gonna do
What?
this?
it's a swarm of bees.
But use the speed of your. You can say sort of cloak you a little bit, and kind of propel you forward, keeping you out of sight. Plus, the little guys can kind of scout ahead and warn you if anything's coming up ahead. However,
I think
Fang,
she just mostly gets as low as possible and like skates really fast.
you kind of duck down and the bees push you on your on your skates.
Oh no!
To be fair, I also tried a junction check, but it did not work out well for me at all.
Okay. What did you junction? Dex
Strength
and,
and dex and speed as well.
Dex and speed. Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be what I would have said. So Black Tortoise. Not the stealthiest. You try to get low and try to kind of spur yourself forward using the not prolific speed of Black Tortoise. And I think the clanking of the armor that Tortoise wears is louder than any benefit that you get from Tortoise helping you move. And you can all see a group of these stone creatures down near this altar all sort of look up the hill, and they see Feng kind of keeping it like drawn by Fang's noise. I'm actually saying they don't see you yet, but they are moving in your direction.
How close are we to the tower?
You can see the base of it finally. It's probably about a mile off or so.
What do we do?
Maybe we
Keep
can outrun
going.
them.
Maybe.
So, mile run? I wasn't very good at that in school.
The rest
Tortoise.
of you really need to start wearing rollerblades.
I'm starting to think you're right.
Could I have Tortoise carry Penny then? just a continuous like effect.
Yeah, I guess what would running a long distance be? Would that be strength? Would that be dex?
Let's see.
I will totally have Omega help me.
Feet. There's not something perfect here, but I'll say it's going to be range, and I'll allow either strength. I'll say no. It's going to be dex and range. Those are going to be the two.
Dex and range. Oh, I should be okay then. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Okay.
All right. We running? You're running.
We go.
Ooh,
I'm actually gonna make a junction check here.
a critted.
Nice.
Nice.
I got 12 in the night. First crit. First crit.
Okay. What did everybody else? So is everyone doing a junction check?
I'm just gonna run it.
Okay. So just dexterity then.
8.
Okay.
20.
Jeez.
Nice.
I got a 14.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do a junction. 9.
All right, 9. You all go sprinting away from these these rock creatures as they come flooding over the hill in your direction. You can see them sort of building a staircase up the side of it as they run, and all of them chasing after. They're not as fast as you as they come running behind. Actually, I should probably roll for them. Oh, yeah, hold on. That's a 4. So they come running up behind you, but you are all steadily, with Penny in the lead, sort of flickering in and out of time, kind of portaling a bit in front of you. You all go running towards the tower, and you see it looming up in the distance. And actually what you notice is you reach a point where the ground in front of you ends, and there is sort of a steep drop off and a bridge leading to a entry, an archway into the tower. And as you make it to this bridge, you look down, you can see the tower actually extends downwards and upwards almost infinitely, in both directions, with this bridge connecting it from this landmass. And as you are approaching the tower, you see the stone creatures behind you slowing to a stop, this small little army kind of waving their tiny stone arms in your direction in frustration, but you all are able to get away, and you make it about halfway across this bridge before you realize they're not chasing you anymore, and you guys can make your approach at your own time. The tower itself, the bridge you're on, is pretty wide, probably about 30 feet across. Looks to be made of this white marble or stone. There are statues set into the stone every few feet, depicting these strange... each one seems to be different, and each one seems to be of a strange sort of humanoid construction. Some of them with multiple appendages, like 3 or more arms. Some of them with 2 heads, and like they're not a lot of detail on the statues, but they all seem to have some sort of different physicality to them. It's very bizarre.
I hate this. I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely winning most creative for the next photography contest.
Oh, totally. You're gonna win.
supposed to be keeping the secret from the outside world.
People will think that I doctored the photos to something artistic, so I won't be able to submit them into, you know, like the nature category, but most certainly in, you know, something, you know, a little broader than that.
You're gonna do amazing.
Okay.
Thank you.
You guys want to catch a quick breather out here or in the tower? I can't tell you which one's going to be worse.
I'm actually okay. I
How's everyone
regularly
doing on
perform
AP?
for upwards of 2 hours, so that was like half a mile.
I have 15 AP left.
17.
9.
Penny, what's AP?
How many do you have, Piper?
18.
18.
I'm down a single hit point. However,
Oh, AP.
yeah, no, 18, and
Oh,
I'm
oh,
down
oh.
1 hit point.
Oh, okay.
It's a good thing bandages restore 1.
I don't know if it's
You'll
worth it.
hand it off to Piper.
Okay, just keep handing me things. I don't have a lot of pockets, Feng.
Well, you're supposed to use it now. It's a bandage.
She's got like
Figure.
a single scrape on her arm, and we put a band-aid on it.
I skinned my knee.
Ellie.
So,
Wrap it up.
when we go inside, what are we doing?
Looking for any humans like us.
And what?
Questioning them about what they're doing here because no one else should be here except for bad people. I guess.
So
What
we're
if
probably
they're-
gonna have to fight them, huh?
There's gonna be a lot of them versus us.
If the people that are here are only bad people, then does that make us bad people?
No, because we're here to investigate the bad people.
What if they're here to investigate bad people as well?
Well, then they won't be bad people, and they won't try to kill us, so we won't have to fight them.
But we won't know that until we ask them questions. Okay, I think I understand now.
You're so smart, Penny.
Thank you.
Great, let's go into the weird tower.
I mean, it's either that or sacrifice village.
Do you think next time maybe we should bring them a chicken? Maybe they'll let us pass.
That's what the rock is for.
You think they won't? If we sacrifice a chicken?
Well, maybe we would all need a chicken. So every time we come, we need a chicken.
Y'all play too many video games.
Okay. Let's go question possibly bad people.
Yeah.
What if we do if they are bad people and they attack us?
Fight them back.
Yeah, we protect ourselves.
Okay.
And then we catch them, and then we can question them.
Okay.
All right. You reach the archway leading into the tower, and there's a massive set of wooden doors banded with iron. They're like castle style doors there, but they are partially open. Looks like one of them is pulled out just enough that a human-sized person could move through. I assume with Feng leading the way, still pushes inside, and you enter a space that is unlike anything outside of the tower. A clean, austere environment. That same white marble seeming to be constructing everything in here. and there are staircases that are crisscrossing and leading up in every direction. Some down, some up, some sideways. Some stairs built into the wall, coming off like across the room. Platforms that twist and turn in midair. Forming strange shapes and impossible geometric patterns, and you see doors, dozens and dozens of doors leading out from here. Some that are hovering off the floor, some built into the wall, some built into the floor itself. Everything is again, it's this twisted, topsy-turvy world inside of here, and it seems to extend up and in to infinity above you, up the tower, and then below you the same, as you can see down a set of stairs descending even further downwards to wherever this tower descends to.
Whoa.
What, did Jim Henson build this place?
Who?
Jim Henson?
I was also thinking the labyrinth. My mom really thinks that David Bowie's attractive.
Exactly. Jim Henson, the puppet guy?
Yeah, the puppet guy.
So we should be on the lookout for like minotaurs and stuff, right?
Wrong labyrinth.
That's
That would be
Pan's
for
Labyrinth.
Greek mythology. This is the Jim Henson film starring David Bowie and Jennifer Connelly.
I mean, it's
Right.
kind of also like an Escher painting.
Who?
Well, that was sort of the inspiration for that particular scene of the movie.
Vivi looks up and then down. She's like, this tower goes both ways.
It's not the only thing.
My mom says so does David Bowie.
Nice.
Why is that funny?
Sorry, that's out of character laughter.
Okay.
You guys are great.
And today we've learned something else about Feng. Should I just like yell and see if anyone's in here?
You do notice something before you start yelling. On the
Well, I
ground.
wasn't just gonna start yelling. I'm gonna ask first.
On the ground as you enter the tower, you see a line drawn in chalk across the floor, and the line leads to a staircase and then along a path in front of you. It's like a slightly faded, looks like it's been redrawn a couple of times in like a blue chalk.
Huzzah.
You think we're supposed to follow it?
I mean, I don't know where else we're gonna go.
Vivi, like, puts skates on either side of that line and then just moves forward,
Here we go.
examining it closely.
You follow the chalk line, and it leads forward to a set of stairs which descends up, or ascends up. It levels up to a path which begins to sort of bank slightly to the right until it is completely sort of horizontal or vertical. And you take some tentative steps forward as you're going, and you're finding that as you're taking steps along this path, that gravity is sort of orienting downwards along the path until you're then walking along the wall of the building. I think you might have to stop and steady yourselves as your first time going through here, as it is a jarring experience to suddenly find yourself walking along the wall of the tower. It then cuts a few more times to a staircase, which then banks off and kind of curves upwards until you're walking almost upside down, and then rolls over the other way, and you walk around the edge of it. And this continues for a while.
Vega just starts singing, "You remind me of the babe." What babe? The babe with the power. What power? The power of who? And yeah, he just starts singing that because y'all brought it up.
I just like how he does the voices.
Wow, this place really drives me up the wall.
That's funny.
That was good. Because we're walking on the wall. Right?
I think maybe we're on the ceiling now.
I hate it. whatever it is, really.
Thing my inner ears. Okay. This would be really bad.
Finally, the chalk ends at a door that is closed and red, like the door that you were at, that you entered this place in.
Should I knock?
I think you're just fine to open it. Do you want me to open it just in case there's like a...
I mean, I feel like we're kind of past that point, but if you want to.
I'm doing it more for me.
Whatever does it for you.
Peace of mind, he says as he like kind of slowly pushes the door.
Oh, whatever.
Open.
We know you love being tossed around. What?
You can't just call me out like this.
I can do whatever I want.
So Feng goes in first.
Yeah.
All right. You push the door open, and it sort of creaks a little bit, but it opens smoothly. No explosions. And as the door opens fully, you realize that you are entering a restroom. White tiled ceilings, fluorescent bulbs, everything you like. Actually entering the last stall in a public restroom. And it's just sort of quiet in here. Nobody's in here currently.
Fang will take a peek out of the stall and see if there are urinals in here.
There are not.
Close the stall. I'm assuming, in a woman's bathroom somewhere.
Weird.
I don't think you can go in there.
Well, I did.
Was there anyone else in there?
Not that I noticed.
You're good.
Did you see any languages? You said we might be in Prague, right?
Yeah, doors appear randomly.
Maybe someone should take a peek out and see whether or not we would... That we're still maybe in Florida?
I can do it.
I speak a little Spanish, but that was the only foreign language credit that I needed.
Little bit of Cantonese, mostly Mandarin.
B speaks the language of dance.
Get out. Get out.
My mom speaks French. I'll just, you know what? I'll just look. Can I go through the door?
You certainly can.
Casually
you
walk out of
enter-
the stall like I'm supposed to be there?
Yeah, you exit and you look around, and as you're walking through the restroom, you do see the soap dispensers. Do have a text on them, or in both English and Spanish.
Probably still Florida.
And as you poke out the front door of the door that leads into the restroom, you see there is a big sign on the front door that says "Closed to the public until further notice," and then an identical sign in Spanish beneath it.
Just gonna crack it open.
You look out, and you realize this is sort of a back hallway, and you see another sign about 40 feet to the right, kind of like a movie theater where it's like above and it's kind of and it's backlit. It has an arrow underneath it, and it says planetarium, and has the arrow pointed underneath it, and that has like another sign down the hall. It's like exits this direction.
Is there
And you
a
look across the hall,
planetarium in Miami?
and there is. As you look across the hall on the wall, you see a big sign for the Philip and Patricia Frost Museum of Science, which does have a planetarium.
Great. Nerds. Can I see anybody moving around?
As you peek down the hall, you do see sitting at a chair, just underneath the sign with the planetarium sign above it. Someone in a staff uniform, with red hair, sort of braided down her back. Oh God, she has red hair. She must be
evil.
She's sitting there reading a magazine.
She has red hair. She's evil. Prove me wrong.
She's definitely a demon. Okay. Just close the door. Go back to the other door. We're in the Science Museum. The Frosts, the one with the planetarium.
Oh, right by
Frost Science Museum is what everyone calls it, yeah.
Town Square.
Yeah. There's some chick that works here in the hallway, but I guess I could pitch it as we're lost.
Sure. Is she facing the bathroom or?
She's reading. I think Us Weekly. Maybe
Well,
people. Hard to tell from that distance.
Right. Don't sneak. Look like a tourist.
So the one thing is that there is a sign in the bathrooms that says they're closed to the public. So we have to be patrons, I guess.
Oh, shoot. Don't have tickets.
Well, we're already in, so is she gonna check? Well, we're gonna find out.
Right. Act casual.
I don't do casual. Let's go.
Should I be at the front since I have a camera? You said tourists, right?
Or patrons.
Well, patrons of the museum. There's always, when we do this, like a 50-50 shot that the person's gonna recognize me.
Okay.
So if she doesn't, just tourists. If she
Vivi
does,
takes-
obviously Piper is a patron of the arts and sciences.
Vivi takes out some sunglasses and hands them to Piper.
You want me to wear sunglasses inside?
I mean, is that what famous people do not to be noticed?
True. Yes. Good thinking. Love it.
Every time I see Ricky Martin, that's what he's wearing.
And he's like mega famous.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. Great. Sunglasses it is. I like these.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. So with Piper leading, the four of you file out of the closed women's restroom. As soon as you exit the room and, you know, actually like have to open the door to the woman that is sitting there reading her magazine turns and looks down the hallway and looks taken aback. And she sees people exiting, and she just kind of stops, and she stands up, putting the magazine on her seat, and she says, I'm sorry. We're not open right now. Can I help you?
Oh, probably. Yeah, we were just freshening up a little bit. I'm here for a private tour.
A private tour?
Yeah.
In the bathroom?
Well, no, I just said we were freshening up a little bit.
Feng comes out behind, and she says, right.
Is there a problem?
Make me a charisma check.
Nine.
9. Okay. She says, right, tour. I wasn't told about it. Sorry. Why don't I take you up to the front desk, and we'll get you your visitor badges and get you signed in.
Awesome. Thank you.
Welcome. You see her turn around. She has a name tag. It says Sally on it. And she begins to walk down the hall in front of you, leading you towards the front entrance, or the check-in station.
Great. We're just gonna roll with this and pretend like we're supposed to be here and use the visitor passes to go wherever we want. Okay? Okay, great.
Do you want photos of you here enjoying the museum?
I would love that, actually.
Okay.
She leads you back up to the front entrance, a large, spacious area with this massive windowed wall, which lets in the dying Florida light from outside as the sun is setting. The museum is clearly closed right now. As you don't pass anyone else in, there is a single worker that's sitting at the like the ticket window, the ticket counter, and Sally comes around. She says, Dan, I have a lost tour.
We weren't lost. We were using the bathroom. It's not that big of a deal.
Right. Miss...
Oh, sorry. Take sunglasses off.
Oh, Miss Piper. Right. And guests, I guess, are here for a private tour of the building after hours. Do we have anything on the books for that? And Dan says, kind of straightens in his desk and closes a couple of books that he's was writing and says, let me check the system, and boots up the computer, which takes about 10 minutes. And finally pulls up the systems and says, oh, I'm not showing anything on the books for today. Who let you in?
Oh, it was open. Do you know sometimes those big doors with the metal things, they don't close all the way?
So you just walked in the back?
Well, no, just the side over there.
Right.
Yeah, my manager should have called about this yesterday. Is there a problem?
What's your manager's name?
Jill?
Jill. Types a little bit more. I don't see anything from it, Jill.
That's really weird.
Stefan was working the desk yesterday, so he'd be the one that have it, but he's already gone for the day. And Sally says, right. Well, I was planning on leaving soon, but I guess I can give the tour. Right. Let's get you 4 visitors badges, and I'll show you around the museum. Was there an exhibit you're here to see?
I mean, I think we did want to see the planetarium.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to stay if we're going to keep you past your hours. I mean, Dan's right here. We can just, wander a little bit and then be out of your hair.
We can't really let people wander around the museum unsupervised.
Oh, come on, Sally. You deserve to go home. I would have done this at a different time and had Jill schedule it better if I knew I was going to be keeping you.
Make another charisma check. Set this one at a 6.
11.
11. She says, she looks at Dan and he shrugs. And she says, all right, fine. I will queue up the I'll queue up the film in the planetarium, so that'll run. If you want to walk around in there, Dan will keep an eye on you through the security feeds. Just don't touch anything, obviously.
Are pictures okay?
Yeah, as long as there's not a sign that says no photography, you're good. All right.
You're an absolute gem. Is there like I'm sure that for like tours and stuff, there's like comments, ratings, something.
Yeah, we have a reviews book over there. If you want to leave something, you
Great.
can.
5 stars for Sally. Don't let me forget.
Great. Dan, I'm gonna get that queued up, and I'm gonna clock out. As you enjoy your tour.
Thank you.
She unclips her name tag and heads back into the building towards the planetarium, leaving you all with Dan, who gets a visitor's badge for each of you, hands it to you, and just with a nod and a couple of guiding words on what sort of exhibits they have. He says they have a few that, like, their standard collection is out in the museum, as well as a new touring exhibit that they have on early Galilean astronomy, and then they have a corresponding picture in the planetarium that Sal has queued up for you, and tells you to have fun.
Thank you so much. We won't be long.
Right. Just when you come to leave, please come out this way and turn in your badges so you can leave through the main entrance.
Oh, absolutely. No problem.
Okay. All right. Enjoy.
Thanks. Okay, so let's figure out why there's a weird mirage door in the museum next to the planetarium.
I can call my grandpa and see what we can figure out.
Oh no, I'm absolutely going in there. There's got to be something weird in here.
All right.
It might have been here for a long time. And then maybe they built over it. Because only people with animas would be able to see it, right?
Somebody's been redrawing that chalk line, though. Chalk doesn't last forever.
That's true.
Why is the planetarium closed?
What day is it? What day is it?
What time is it?
It's
Omega,
late.
what
It's
time
after
is it?
hours.
Okay.
We'll say it's after hours for the planetarium. I think it's a weekday, and they close at 8. I don't know what hour are the hours of the planetarium. What hours the planetarium would function
Does it
at.
seem like time went the same amount of time? Like, does that make sense for how long we think we were there, or did
Yeah.
time do something weird?
Yeah, we'll say no. It's the time that you would expect it to be.
Okay.
Great.
So you all begin to go snoop around the planetarium, or snoop around the building. You can hear some speakers down the hallway booming out from the planetarium itself. It seems like whatever picture is about to start, and you have the building to yourself.
It's
I wanna
nice to be
go
here.
ahead and take our break here. and we will come back to see what you guys find at the Philip and Patricia Frost Museum of Science, which is a real place in Miami. So patronize the arts. We will be back in a minute, everyone, and we will see you all then. So stay tuned. Welcome back, Scooby Gang. We are here to play some more Overarms. Thanks for hanging out with us on our break. Let's just jump back into it. You guys are walking around a museum right now. You have avoided a bunch of fights. You have survived your first encounter with the Mirage and have emerged in the Philip and Patricia Frost Museum of Science. So you can hear the sound of the planetarium coming to life as whatever show is being activated in there. There's some other exhibits. In the back room, there's this Galileo exhibit that they've got going on as well. What do you do? What's the plan here?
Fang's gonna stand roughly around where the women's room was, focus himself, and then try that same key anima detection he used with the car.
Okay. What did I have you roll for that last time?
I think it was just it was like a power and int check, maybe?
Let's see. Luckily, the book came out. It gives me all these awesome check examples for me to use. I think it's going to be int, and I would say power works or range. I'm actually going to say in range. I think work better for sensing things. Because range is your ability to do things further away. So let's
gotta get that up at some point.
Yeah.
I got a 7.
All right. 7. You, as you are standing in the kind of heading in the back hallways and trying to decide which way to go, Black Tortoise comes out and kind of reaches out with this. Describe the visualization of how this looks. I forget how we.
It is Tortoise
did it last
who appears behind Feng, and she will basically reach back, grab the shell that off her back, which is a shield, and she'll take her spear and bong, hit it against the shield, and it sends out like this animal ripple that Feng can see.
Okay. You hit the gong and the shield, and that ripple cascades out, and you're focusing in your mind's eye, and you feel this that drop and that ripple pulsing outwards, and you immediately pick up the 4 or your 3 companions around you as users, and as it casts out and out and out away from you, at first there's nothing, and then on the very periphery you get dun dun. You sense 2 presences in the direction of the planetarium.
He'll look over to the closest person. There's 2 people in the planetarium. Well, 2 entities that can use anima.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
they came through the door.
Maybe.
That could potentially be bad. Vivi, you want to go snoop around?
Do I ever? I'm gonna go snoop around. I come back.
Okay.
Wait, where should I snoop?
Planetarium.
I'm gonna go
Gotcha.
with you.
She's gonna scoot off to the planetarium and see what she can see.
Okay.
I'll follow in case there's folks in there.
So I think this will be another. Or I assume you're trying to be sneaky, kind of doing this stealthily. Do you want to use Vespa to help you?
I'm gonna try without and see
Without.
how I do.
Okay. Do a dexterity check then.
3.
3. Okay. Your rollerblades aren't the quietest on this floor, and as like each gap in like the tile, it's like
Ka-chunk, ka-chunk,
she's heading down the hall, and you can hear. Luckily, the planetarium is very loud, and you enter through the swinging doors, and you hear this like fanfare, trumpeting music, and you enter and you see the big kind of bold seating and the large IMAX kind of domed screen above, and the visuals of these planets whooshing by and stars and explosions and all of these this just beautiful depiction of the cosmos above you, and everything just sort of like swirling around in there, and you're a little distracted by that, and the doors are kind of kind of closing behind you as you enter the room. You said Piper is also coming along. Piper, are you just going along with what Vivi is doing, or are you going to make a stealth check or a roll to try to move quieter away from her?
No, I'm just gonna go along.
Okay, so you come walking up behind her. Feng and Penny, are you guys waiting outside?
Playing it cool.
I wonder why someone would build one of these doors into the planetarium. It can't be a coincidence.
Well, like Grandpa said, they don't get built. They just sometimes.
Well, that one just showed up in the middle of a hallway, though. Why would this one show up in a bathroom? Because that's very secluded.
I don't know. Something might be random. Something might be predetermining where they go. It's just.
Penny just walks away. She's gonna look around for
Another
like she had a look on her
mystery.
face, like she wasn't even listening to you talk, unfortunately. She was just sort of looking off into space thinking about something, and then she wanders off, and she's gonna look for anything about like the history of the planetarium, like when it was founded, like who founded it, how long it's been around, like any of that sort of stuff.
Okay. I don't think I'm gonna have to make you roll for that because there's brochures. So you just pick up a brochure off the rack and begin to read it. So it was founded in 1949, the Philip and Patricia Frost Museum of Science, which started as the Junior Museum of Miami. It started as that when a group of women in the Junior League of Miami recognized the need for a science museum in the region. And it goes on like that. I'm just reading off of the website. Yeah. But the planetarium has always been a central focus of it. In 1966, the Space Transit Planetarium, which is the name of the planetarium that you guys are entering, was added. Sort of the leading planetarium in the world at the time. And it was the location of the internationally renowned television show Stargazers. And it's been expanded on since then.
She'll bring back the pamphlet.
Some of these women could have been anima users.
Probably. I don't know what the percentage is of normal people to anima users, but it's fairly low, but not uncommon.
Well, there are at least 4 of us here.
Well,
5 with your grandpa.
6
6 with Keanu.
with Grandpa.
Oh, right. Keanu's not here anymore.
I think he said about 7 with this organization.
So still fairly low percentages.
She's just gonna go listen to the movie now.
Okay.
Get distracted and go watch the movie.
Vivi and Piper, you enter the room. It's very dark in here, and other than the light from the projector, which makes it a little easier to see, but also is disorienting as you're trying to scan for any shadows or anything in the room. But you do notice on the far side of the room, over near the terminal that controls the projector, it does appear that there is somebody standing over there.
Vivi crouches down. She wants to get closer.
As you crouch down and you start to kind of roll down the aisle a little bit closer, you hear a voice call out to you, a familiar voice of Sally, say, "What? You can just watch the movie. I'm sorry, I'm just getting it queued up."
She stands up.
Oops. Sorry.
Yeah. Sit anywhere. I'll be out in a minute.
Okay.
Is
Dan around here somewhere?
Dan, no, should be at the front desk.
Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure I was just there and I didn't see him.
Hold on. She reaches underneath the desk and pulls out a radio. She clicks it. She says, "Dan, are you still at the front?" Clicks. After a few seconds, you hear another click. "Yeah, I'm still here. What's up?" "Nothing. Our guest just said they didn't see you there." She puts it, "Do you need anything from him?"
While she's distracted talking to Dan, I'd like to try and surreptitiously plant a bee on her.
Okay. Roll a speed check for. Actually, we'll do speed dex as a junction check again.
Gotcha.
This is sort of using your powers.
Oh, no, that's range, isn't it? Speed and dex. All right, 15.
Okay. So zoop, sort of flies in, latches onto the back. Doesn't seem to be noticed by her. And she just says, do you need anything from Dan?"
No, I literally forgot. Sorry.
Right.
Anyway,
Never mind.
bye.
She turns around, scoots, and she'll try and like go around a corner to where she isn't seen anymore, and like she needs to stay within range to still hear like what her bee is hearing, so she's gonna try and stay within range and not be seen.
Okay. What's your range?
My range is 18 meters.
Yeah, 18 meters. So what? That's almost a little bit less than 60 feet. Around 60 feet. So yeah, you kind of head up. I'd say you can go out of the doors of the those swinging doors of the planetarium, like just on the other side of those, and still be within range. Piper, do you go along with her, or do you stay in the planetarium?
I'm gonna hang out in the planetarium.
Okay.
I'll sit like I'm supposed to. But I know there's somebody else in there.
All right. You watch as Sally finishes what she's doing under the at the terminal there, turns back around and goes to a staff entrance on the other side of the room. She walks through the other side, and Vivi, you hear her begin to speak. She says, "Sorry, yeah, we got guests in there." And you hear another voice speak back of somebody who is probably standing pretty close. Says, "Yeah, so what is the issue right now? And why did you call me?" She says, "I don't know, just got a weird vibe. They came out of the bathroom. I didn't see them go in. I think they might have come through the door." Says, "Das ist how sure are you? You get distracted with your magazines or whatever." She says, "Listen, I was sitting there the whole time. I didn't see anyone go in. They just came out. There were 4 of them. I don't know. Just freaks me out a little bit. It checks out. One of them's a celebrity, so I don't know. But we were, I mean, it's Piper. I know she's one of us, so I have to think that that's not a coincidence." He says, "That is the one that we were keeping an eye on. We were going to be approaching her soon. Perhaps now is the time." She says, "So what? You want me to talk to her about it?" He says, "Maybe. The other 4 concern me. I'll stay here. Make sure they don't try to make a move or something. I'll keep an eye on the other 3. If things do go bad, we'll have to let Constantine know. We'll have to find a new place, since the museum will be compromised. I'll call him." She says, "All right. Wish me luck then." And the door opens again. You didn't hear this conversation, Piper, but you do see Sally come back in the room, kind of look around, and she sees you sitting up there and begins to walk up the aisle in your direction. Vivi, what do you do?
It's like too late for Vivi to go and tell Piper without Sally seeing. So like I think that she goes to run into the planetarium, realizes that Sally's gonna see her, then she stops and she's gonna try and like circumnavigate to come in like behind Sally, and then like mime to Piper, like pointing at Sally and then pointing at her antenna.
So this is what happens. You come
Does
out
Piper
of the...
understand what you're doing?
Well, before it gets to that point, because it's going to take her a bit to get around that direction, to circumnavigate around and come through the other entrance. So 2 things happen. You emerge where Feng and Penny are currently hanging out as they were heading towards the planetarium. So the 3 of you meet. To your right, the hallway kind of loops around to where the other entrance would be. And you see another figure come walking around that side hallway. He has a cell phone out, which then he closes and sticks in his pocket. A doesn't look like staff to the he's not wearing like a staff uniform or anything, is a tall, lanky, pale looking man with black hair, slick combed back, and a thick pair of square glasses. And as he makes contact with the three of you, kind of casually looks towards a pamphlet rack and begins to leaf through some of the pamphlets.
Hey, where's Piper?
Okay, there's a lot going on here.
She's gonna like kind of like grab Feng and turn him away from that guy.
Okay,
I take a picture of him.
so Sally is, one of us. And I think that guy is too. They're gonna try and recruit Piper. And she doesn't know about Sally yet, so I need to get around there and tell her.
I mean, Piper has a good head on her shoulders. She could probably talk her way out of it, but... Alright. I'll see what I can do.
Hi, do you work here?
So Penny, you just walk up to this man.
Yeah. I took a picture of him, like, fairly surreptitiously, but then I'm just gonna walk over to him.
He puts down the pamphlet that I was reading and looks back at you and gives sort of a polite smile. He says, sorry, you're asking, do I work here?
We are told that the planetarium and the whole museum is closed. We're here with our friend. It's supposed to be a private tour.
Yeah, I'm a friend of the owner.
Oh.
You know, and then she rattles off whatever she saw in the pamphlet as to who owns the place.
No, not the Frost family. The current museum benefactor.
Oh, you mean? And then she rattles off whoever was like the highest donor on the pamphlet on the back.
Yeah.
Cool.
Who based on the info, whoever the highest donor was a man named David Constantine.
Oh, so you're a friend of David Constantine?
Yeah.
That's cool. Are we gonna be in your way? I think we're just gonna watch and like walk around and stuff.
No, I'm just looking over the pamphlets here. I'll be making my way around the museum. I'll try not to interfere with your...
That's okay. Is there anything you wanted to see in particular? I'm just mainly here to take pictures of Piper while she looks at stuff.
It is okay. Enjoy your stay at the museum.
Do you want me to take your picture?
I prefer you not.
Okay. What's your name?
Johan,
I'm Penny.
it is nice to be meeting you, Penny.
Nice to meet you, Johan. Okay, I'm gonna walk around more. Goodbye.
And just walk away.
Auf Wiedersehen.
She'll walk around.
Okay. Vivi and Feng, what are the two of you doing before I get back to Piper?
Were we able to overhear that conversation?
We'll say yes. It was not a very subtle conversation.
Right. Throughout that entire conversation, Vivi's just giving a running commentary. She's just like, "Oh my gosh, that's the guy!" Because, like, it has a very distinct accent
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they mentioned Constantine earlier. Oh my
If-
gosh, his name is Johann.
If Johan had looked over to where Piper and Feng were, it's like not Piper, sorry, Vivi. Vivi's back is to him, and she's doing the commentary, but Feng has his arms crossed, and he's like pinching the bridge of his nose.
She keeps on looking over her shoulder and pretending she's not listening.
No, she's commenting, and he's just like, yep, very subtle, Vivi. Yep. Yep.
Okay, then while that conversation is going on, I think is plenty of time for Sally to make her way up to Piper, who is sitting there watching the show, and she says, "Hi, Piper, right?"
Yeah. Oh my god, I thought you
don't
went
know.
home.
Yes. I'm about to. I'm actually off the clock now. I don't know why I asked that. Of course, I know who you are. I'm actually a big fan of your music. I just wanted
thanks.
to be polite.
I get it. Starting conversations is awkward.
Yeah, I don't really know. Like, some celebrities like it when they get recognized, and some people don't. And it's hard to know. So I try not to be. I just wanted to be polite about it. But
That's really nice of you.
yeah. I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt if you're watching the show. I'll leave you. But I just wanted. I don't really get a chance to talk to celebrities very often, so
It's okay. I mean, I can always come back and watch the show a different time. I live here, so.
right. And she sits in the chair in front of you and kind of like turning around in it to like maintain eye contact while she had a conversation. She says, I was curious why you were interested in the museum.
Well, I like to patronize the arts and stuff usually, and so I'm trying to like expand my horizons. No pun intended. I don't know.
good.
I think it's cool.
Well, cool. Yeah, I mean, I love working here, and so I'm a big fan of it. Obviously, we don't get people, like I said, very many celebrities coming through, at least none that want to take the tours. So if there's anything you need, just let me know, okay?
Yeah, sure.
And I did want to say, like, I've been to a couple of your concerts, actually. My friends and I are big fans of yours.
That's so nice.
You're very talented.
Thank you.
I think my friends and I, we have similar talents to you.
Is this a voice lessons thing? Because I'm not taking any new students until October.
No, I'm a terrible singer.
Well, that's what the lessons are for, Sally. Duh.
No, a different kind of talent. And you watch as she manifests her anima, and appearing behind her, standing in kind of projecting out of her, you see a massive armored figure wearing this sort of black armor that almost seems to be flaming and smoldering underneath, and then looped over the shoulder and kind of holding it like a flail. They are holding a set of scales.
Oh, so you've seen Vega then?
Vega, that's its name.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well, since using them at the concerts, pretty much everyone knows that has abilities like ours.
That makes sense. Hi.
It was actually a big.
I'm Piper.
That's Mars.
Cool.
He doesn't really talk much, but he's actually
That's
a lot.
okay. Vega talks
ni-
constantly.
Really?
Well, he sings.
I guess that makes sense. Mar's actually a lot sweeter than he looks. So don't let him scare you. But yeah, I know a lot of other people that have abilities like ours. I don't know if you know anyone else like us.
I mean, I've come across people from time to time. It's hard not to notice, especially when they're like the big guy.
Yeah. This is always hard. I'm not usually the one that does this kind of stuff. But
What kind of stuff?
well, recruitment.
I was really worried you were going to say dating. Okay, for what?
Oh, I mean, no, not. I mean, you're very pretty. But no, that's not.
Oh, I didn't mean that as an insult.
She looks a little flustered. And
You're really
she-
cute. I'm just really busy right now.
Right. Anyway, I belong to a group called The System. And we are looking for people like us to join our group.
Right. The system.
Mm-hmm.
Cool name. What do you do? This group I've never heard of.
Well, we're anima users, like you. And we're trying to use our powers to, what's the best way to put this? To bring order to things.
What do you mean?
Well, we have a lot of different abilities, and everyone in our group has different sort of philosophies on, religion, politics, things like that.
This isn't a church thing.
No.
Okay,
No, it's
great.
not a religion. But our leader, well, they want to make things easier for people who are a member of the group. So if you want power, fame, money, we can get that. And the more people that are part of the group, the easier that becomes.
I mean, I already have at least one of those things.
Yeah, and definitely, and like somebody with your resources would definitely help a lot. And well, our leader, his name's Constantine.
You're positive this isn't a church thing.
I'm positive it's not a church thing.
Okay.
He's a really good guy and has a lot of connections, and he could get, I mean, if you wanted bigger gigs and bigger performances and wanted to be like nationally famous, I'm sure that he could help with that. You would just, the only thing you have to do is use your powers to help out other people in the group. We all kind of help each other.
Okay, help each other do what? Like
Whatever we want.
homework or... Okay, whatever you want. Okay. You know what? Sure. I'd love to talk to him.
Great.
'Cause I'm not famous enough.
Well, I don't think it's an issue of like how famous you are. I mean, obviously, like everyone around here knows who you are. Like again, it's not meant to be an insult, but I just like think we could help you. So
It sounds like one, but okay.
sorry.
It's okay. It's been a long day.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Well, what about this then? I can arrange a meeting with him, and some other members of our group, maybe, depending on who's available. Why don't you come back to the museum tomorrow, after closing, and you can meet him.
Sounds great.
Great. Awesome. Okay. Well, I'll leave you to the rest of your tour, and like to hang out a bit. You don't have to leave or anything. It was really good to meet you, and I hope you join.
Thanks, Sally.
All right. Okay. Bye. And she gets up, and you see Mars sort of dematerialize. She dismisses him, and
As he leaves, Vega goes, "Is there life on Mars?"
she kind of like turns around, flinches at that, and then kind of gives it a laugh,
Sorry.
and then keeps going. And
He thinks
she's like,
he's
hilarious.
hilarious.
It's okay.
Pretty funny.
And she leaves out through the staff exit that she came through previously. Those of you outside that are waiting and watching Johan, who's been perusing through the same pamphlet rack for a while.
Penny's just gonna be walking around at this point and just like looking over at him. She'll like go look at stuff and then she'll look at him, like almost like trying to get a reaction of just like, does he like it? What's he looking at? He's still looking at the pamphlets. Okay.
Just when he's getting to the point where it looks like he's gonna move, you see Sally come walking down the hallway. She makes eye contact with Johan, who stops, moves to her, and the two of them go and leave together.
Thing's gonna head over to the planetarium, poke his head in.
I'm already leaving. I definitely don't want to watch the rest of this movie. Just leave.
Okay.
Hi.
You
Found
okay?
him. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
fine.
All right.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
I wanted to warn you, but I couldn't do it.
That's okay. She kind
Did
of
they
just...
recruit you?
Well, they tried. She
Are
she
you
kind of just...
indoctrinated? Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I didn't even watch the movie. I have no idea what was happening.
There was a movie?
Yeah, it was about... What is his name?
It was about Galileo.
Galen? Nope. Yep, that one.
Oh, I was worried it was propaganda.
Yeah, now I believe that the sun is the center of their galaxy.
What? Wait, no, isn't it?
Yeah,
What?
no, it is.
Oh, okay.
Even I know that.
I thought I was indoctrinated.
So yeah, she kind of just told me.
What?
That they're part of the system and that they're anima users and that they're recruiting people like us to bring order to things and that they have a lot of resources and that they use it to help each other and that their leader's name is Constantine. I asked twice. It's definitely not a church thing.
No, he's the top benefactor of the museum.
No shit. She said he
Yeah.
had a lot of money. Well, she said he had a lot of resources. I assume when people say that, it means money.
Oh my god. People with money can do anything they want.
I know, it's so nice.
So what do we do now?
They want me to come back tomorrow and talk to him.
Don't like that at all.
It's a perfect entry point. Are you kidding me? They are literally serving themselves up on a platter.
Yeah. And there are gonna be like 7 or 6 of them in that room.
Well, yeah, what are they gonna do? Kill me? People would notice if I was gone, Feng.
Tragic accident befalls pop star. People with money can do anything.
We're not just gonna not take this opportunity. I found them. You're welcome, by the way.
I think we should tell Mr. Grandpa.
Oh, we should definitely tell Grandpa. But we're also definitely coming back tomorrow.
I don't think all of us can be seen though.
Doesn't mean
Maybe
you can't be
Feng,
here.
because he can be like your bodyguard or something. But Vivi and me would probably have to hide because they know what we look like now.
I could send a bee or two in with you. And if things go bad, then we can come out and help.
Works for me. Fang, you're making a face. It's not the one I like.
I just need to think. Thankfully, it's a long walk home.
Do you guys want to get tacos? I'm starving.
I am
Oh.
also really hungry.
I did not get my Slurpee.
Tacos sound really good, actually.
Also, we probably need to go get the car.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Shit.
across town now.
Should we
Vega,
hail a
can you go
cabbie?
get the car?
He just starts singing, "Baby, you can drive my car."
I will
Boom,
take
boom,
that as
boom,
a
boom, boom.
no.
Who's gonna drive you home?
Not you, apparently.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna miss my shifts.
A few of them.
Uh-oh.
No, you guys.
It's fine. We'll get you a doctor's note.
You grab the bus and head across the bay, back to the 7-Eleven where you pick up the car, get some tacos.
We don't get tacos from 7-Eleven, though. We do get Fang
No,
a
I'm not
Slurpee.
saying get the. Yeah, you get a Slurpee for 7-Eleven. You stop at Taco Bell for tacos.
Okay.
There's probably a more authentic place that you guys can actually. Get
I was about to
tacos
say,
from,
there's
so-
probably some really good. Really
Yeah.
good
This is
tacos.
Yeah,
Need
you
some
guys
roll
get some.
tacos.
You get some tacos and come back to the North Star, where
We bring Grandpa a
Fang's-
chalupa.
Yeah, and Grandpa's currently watching Jeopardy, and
Grandpa, I brought you a
Um,
chalupa.
oh, you're back.
I hand it to him. It's got beef. Don't tell Fang.
Thanks, darling.
Penny just walks over and starts answering all the questions on Jeopardy.
Hey, y'all. Well, most of you made it back.
What is chlorophyll?
I don't know.
Who is the Prince of Versailles?
I don't know.
I'm gonna need to turn this off if we're gonna actually have a conversation, aren't I?
Please.
Where is St. Louis?
He turns off.
Missouri.
Turns off Jeopardy.
So, got one. Put me on Jeopardy.
What is rainbow flapping?
God, nerds. Yeah, so we lost Lonnie.
In the Mirage.
She fell in a pit. Well,
Ground swallowed her whole.
yeah.
Great.
I feel really bad about that.
Well, she's either lost in a pit of eternal madness or she'll pop up eventually.
She'll be fine. Sharing a room with Steelwind is worse.
Oh, let's hope she doesn't pop out like one of those flower people.
Hey, there are people made of stone in there that are sacrificing things on a weird altar.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
friends.
Would
Yeah,
a
stuff like
chicken
that
help?
happens.
Just like a warning. next time.
I mean, I didn't know what you were going to see. There's literally infinite possibilities as to what you could have encountered.
We
Coulda
saw the
said-
labyrinth tower.
Oh, you did see the tower. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Went in it. Creepy. Like the movie.
Yeah.
Someone's
That's
using
sort
it.
of the spine of the Mirage. Kind of connects to everything.
There's a door in the planetarium.
that leads to the
Oh.
tower.
All right. What did you find this system?
Yep.
Yep.
Piper made contact.
Well, they made contact with
Oh.
me.
Cool. What'd you do with the bodies?
Oh, well, I only met one of them, so we didn't kill her.
We met two. There was a German man named Johann.
Oh, I didn't see him. They want me to meet their
Alright.
leader tomorrow. Does
John
that-
Constantine, the multimillionaire.
It's not a church thing, I checked.
Right.
This-
It's David Constantine. I just
I
want
was
to
like,
make sure.
David.
I don't know if she was making a joke or, and I was trying to decide how
Nope.
Grandpa responds to that joke.
Sid's brain just went to John Constantine. That's my
Yeah.
How does it not?
I know. Constantine on the brain. Anyway.
This organization kind of runs deep.
Yeah, so they want me to meet him tomorrow. So I felt like maybe murdering with point of contact in the planetarium wouldn't be great.
All right.
Also, her anima is freaking huge. Big, scary,
Well, so is
fiery
yours,
armored
but-
thingy. Don't like it.
All right. So, what's the plan? This sounds like a trap.
Yep.
Probably.
Piper and I will probably do the meeting, and Vivi and Penny will be on support.
Could we still go as your entourage but wait downstairs?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, you wouldn't be
One-
nearby, really. Well, I guess you could creep in. Maybe Dan will be there. He can let you in. Is Dan in on it?
I can't tell. When I had Tortoise scan around, I only sensed the two. Which is weird, because there was Johann. Maybe he
only
was out of
peop-
range.
The only people we know for sure were Johann and Sally.
Maybe Dan's fine.
Dan just might be human.
I mean, we're all human. I mean, I
Might
think.
just be a regular human that doesn't have an anima.
Right. So we're going to the meeting tomorrow. And if it goes well, I'll pretend to join their group. Ta-da! Double agent. And if it doesn't go well, Penny and Vivi are there. It'll be fine.
And also Feng.
I was lumping him in with me, but we should recognize all of our individual contributions.
Is that his thinking face? Is that the face you were talking about? He does make that face a
The
lot.
one I don't like. Yeah, it's when I have a plan and he doesn't want to do it, but he doesn't have a better one yet.
Hey, 1. You're not wrong.
I know.
2. I mean, it's something, Grandpa.
I don't like it. But I also don't have a better one. You can't just let him go.
That's Grandpa's thinking face. Just take a picture.
And we can't just blow them
Thanks.
off either.
Grandpa's
I
only
mean,
face.
she's famous.
It would reflect very poorly on me. And also, I don't want them to come try to murder me. Like, if they're gonna try to murder me, I want to sort of know walking in what I'm going for.
Lonnie said they only tried to murder her when she said no, right?
Yeah.
So if you pretend good enough, why would they kill someone when you could give them things?
Right? It's literally the thing I get paid to do for a living, so.
All right.
That's
Well.
Piper's confident face. Confident.
This is your team, your call.
Thinking. Thinking.
I mean, if things go south, maybe instead of me going in, Vivi and Piper, you listen in, and if it's not great, I could bust in, use a disguise or something, cause a ruckus, make them disperse. I don't like the idea of talking to these people and knowing how anima powers work, suddenly getting indoctrinated into their ranks.
One problem with that. Are we assuming that they think only Piper's an anima user? I can't exactly hide it.
Right. And Johann got a good look at all of us.
Sure did.
Well, I mean, if Tortoise and Omega weren't around, but... I mean, that's a great reason for me to bring Vivi with me. I have a friend who's interested.
I mean, it could work.
If you want, I mean.
Honestly, I don't have a lot of time for another group.
Fair.
Vivi's phone starts ringing. It's on vibrate.
Oh, sorry, that's my boss. I gotta go put out some fires. Give me a second.
She scoots off.
Vivian Coyle, what's the buzz?
I assume it's literal fires. It was like her shift with the fire station.
I was about to say, I was like, you work for the fire department too?
Okay. So anything else before you guys go to this meeting?
So what are we doing? Vivian and Piper are going together?
Or at least I'm gonna take a beat with me.
Okay. And then we wait outside for you to come back so that they know that people are waiting for you. That way they're also less likely to try and kill you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Great.
Feng,
Vivi
it's
comes
fine.
back.
So I'm fired.
Oh, from which one?
The fire station.
Oh.
I don't think they could legally do that.
Yeah, I didn't know they could do it either. I thought that was sort of a volunteer thing.
Do you want me to call? I can make a donation or something.
Oh, don't worry about it. This is basically freed up a couple of days.
That's probably good. You should probably
Sleep?
Yeah, but how am I gonna make rent?
You can stay with me.
I wouldn't want to put on. I wouldn't want to.
My mom and dad just got divorced. So we have an extra spare room.
Oh, Penny.
It's okay.
It was happening for a while. But Mom moved out, and my dad works all the time because he's a photographer. So he probably wouldn't even notice that you were there for at least the first several days.
I see. Do you have a space where I can put my hive?
We have the spare room.
That could work if I keep the window open. Hold on, I gotta go make some more calls.
Okay. Confident. Thinking.
Are you mimicking my face?
What?
Are you doing my face? Is that what you're doing?
Yes. Confident.
It's pretty good.
Thinking.
That looks just like Feng.
Grandpa. Thinking. Confident. Does that look right?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting mocked here. He's gonna go up to his room.
Penny would never do that to you.
Why would I mock your thinking face?
Just from the top of the stairs. I was joking.
Oh.
Okay. So while Penny sits there and practices her faces, rest of you eat your tacos, do whatever else you're doing this evening, getting fired, figuring out new living situations. You rest up for the night.
Does Vivi come and stay in my spare bedroom?
Yeah, for a little bit.
Okay.
I feel like this can't be permanent.
Her dad doesn't even come home that night. It was just not even there. So it's just her.
At some point, someone's gonna come home and find bees everywhere, and then she's gonna have to move out again.
I just need to grab something out of the spare linen closet. Oh God. You all also, well, you all work the next day, or you go to class, whatever. So you all get your income for the following day. And unless, is there anything you guys want to do before this meeting?
Can we look up more about John Constantine?
David Constantine.
David Constantine! Damn it! I'm sorry. John Constantine is very attractive. I can't. I'm sorry.
I also did name
got
another
Keanu on the brain.
character,
Keanu.
Keanu, in this game. So I didn't make that any easier on
Subliminal
all of you.
messaging. Damn it.
Yeah.
David Constantine.
Yeah, you can look into him. Pretty easy with a cursory Google search. Multi-millionaire philanthropist. Makes a lot of his money in like investment and like real estate holdings, things like that. Sort of a self-made man. Yes, Savannah.
He cute?
Why does this have to be? You know what? He looks like John Constantine.
Yes. So super hot. Okay, cool.
He looks like Keanu Reeves playing John Constantine.
Why would you do this to us?
Short-haired Keanu Reeves.
Looking over Penny's shoulder. Are you joking?
No.
Are you gonna be okay?
Oh, I'm gonna be great.
Great.
Are there enough pictures of him? She just wants to see if she can manage to find any photos, maybe where he manifested an anima, perhaps?
You look through a lot of the photos, and you don't find any. You do find, I think there's one photo that stands out to you, and it seems to be him at some sort of like an event. It's like a candid photo, and this anima is money.
Gigantic $100 bill, just like a
It's just
moving around.
Benjamin
You
like a
Franklin.
notice-
magic carpet.
Benjamin Franklin, but
It's
evil.
it's just Benjamin Franklin.
So Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin, but
I had something else planned, but I guess I could just change it to that. All you notice is that it is a candid photo, and behind him, sort of framing him, is just this brilliant, like, golden light. You can't make out a shape or anything. It's just whatever it is. It doesn't look like part of the photo. There's no source or anything. It's just this brilliant light.
I think he has an anima. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Just the big.
Yeah.
She's just like around the entire photo. Do you see like the whole photo?
Yep.
Hear Omega going opposite.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sort of.
What do you think, Omega? He cute?
Just a quiet, flat silence.
You're no fun.
No.
Omega's right though. He's kind of opposite from Omega.
Yeah.
Where are we right now? We're in the shop.
I'm gonna assume you guys are at the. This is the next day after work. Still got a couple hours until the meeting would be, and you guys are at the North Star.
Feng's walking down the stairs and he's pulling a sweater, like a hoodie on over some motocross armor. What?
Are you expecting to get in a fight? I thought this was like an investigation.
Well, just in case. It doesn't help. It helps a lot to be semi-stab resistant.
Okay.
Let's check it out. And he'll turn and lift his shirt up. He's wearing what it's called a gator back, but it helps like stuntmen fall and not hurt themselves.
Cool.
If I fall really high, my back won't hurt as much.
Try not to fall from very high.
I mean, people rarely do it on purpose, Penny.
Remember when you maced me?
Yeah.
You might fall from high. I kind of meant to tell you. You remember when you almost fell, but then I told you not to do the thing and then you didn't fall?
Right.
Well, you were actually supposed to get crushed in rocks, which you didn't get crushed in. Because I made that not... Well, Omega made that not happen, too.
Mhm.
But... I don't think that lasts forever. I think it comes back. So now you're gonna get crushed by something and fall from really high.
It's a good thing I'm hardy.
So maybe next time Feng is in danger, we don't do the time thing?
But he would have fallen to his death.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's great. I just mean next time, maybe we try something else.
But what if he's about to fall to his death again?
I'm sure Tortoise can catch you, right?
Okay.
You'll always be there when I fall, right, Tortoise?
Dang.
You can tell they're my ancestor because of the attitude.
I like to think of it as optimistic pessimism.
That's an oxymoron.
It's not a nice thing to say, Penny.
If you
No.
always expect the worst thing, then you are pleasantly surprised when the best comes of it.
Yeah, actually.
The door bursts open and Vivi comes in wearing a suit and tie. She's like pulling the necktie loose. She's like,
Sorry, job interviews are the worst.
Where were you interviewing?
Solar Corp.
Can you type at least 100 words per minute?
Pretty darn close.
Why would you need to?
For data processing purposes?
If you have a B on each key of a keyboard and then have them pressed down when you need them.
But they only write buzz.
I just see a montage of just the fastest typing ever. You're like, yes, I'm done. Buzz, 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 buzz. Damn it.
We are trying our best, but we don't know any other words.
It's like The Shining.
Red rum.
Buzz, buzz. Honey, 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 honey.
Jeez.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
All right, guys. Anything else productive?
If you
So-
let us go, we'll just do this forever.
I know you
We
will.
won't
I'm
stop.
definitely
Keep going.
I'm definitely going in with you, right, Piper?
Yeah, I guess.
Tortoise, I need you to be strictly silent during this meeting. Please.
She just like turns slowly and looks at you. Like you can you can actually hear her armor clank as she does so.
Did you just try to tell her what to do?
In the case that we are indeed going in there to just get information, I don't want anything unnecessary getting out.
I will stand by until I am summoned.
Thank you. Thank you.
But beware, Feng. One often finds their fate on the path they choose to avoid it.
That's what I just said. You're still gonna probably get crushed and fall from a great height. She's right. She's really smart.
I miss the good old days where all I had to do was toss a guy in a mirror.
All I'm saying is just be careful and maybe don't go on to the second floor.
If it isn't the consequences of your own actions.
I like Grandpa in the other room just being like, she used to say that shit all the time. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Vivi cracks open a mini fridge, pulls out like a Red Bull or, you know, a Monster, some sort of energy drink, and she starts downing it. She didn't sleep because she spent the night moving in to Penny's place.
All right. So Feng is going in
With Piper.
with Piper.
And we're gonna
Vivi,
take
and
a bee.
you're gonna take a B with you.
Gonna
and
put a
Vivi
bee in
and
my
Penny
bonnet.
are going to be on standby outside. Okay.
I guess what I was planning was just like we can be the entourage, like we're still following her around because she's a celebrity, but then she has to go into this meeting where we're not allowed, so like we still come in the building, we just stay downstairs.
Okay. Well, so here's what up. So you'll get ready, dressed, looking fancy or what, or intimidating, whatever you're choosing to look like. You drive back in Piper's Escalade. Is that what I remember? You drive?
Yes.
Yeah, and you're
I
a
have-
terrible driver.
But we are gonna take the pink one this time.
Okay, you take the pink one this time.
The one with the logo on the side.
Yeah, and it's absolutely nerve-wracking as you cross the bridge.
I just love driving. Like, I find it so relaxing.
Finally, you come tearing into the parking lot, wheels screeching, as you park in 3 of the spots outside the museum. Luckily, it's after hours. It's pretty empty here, and you come walking up to the entrance where it's closed. But as you're making it to the front entrance, the door pops open, and Sally is there in her uniform. She says, "Hey, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, you brought everyone else. Are they coming in too?"
Some of them are just gonna kind of mill around. He's coming with me.
She kind of looks over. She looks at Vivi and the antenna and stuff, and she says, "Yeah, are they?"
It's no offense to you. It's just I have a security thing, and I kind of have to keep it up all the time, just in case.
Okay. I mean, the invitation was for you. I can see about whether or not they're included in that invitation. I mean,
Either way, it's fine. We can focus on me. It's just really, seriously, a safety thing. Not all my fans are as nice as you.
yeah. Okay, I'll have you come in then. She lets you all come in the front entrance there into the main lobby, close the door, and make sure it's locked. She says, okay, well, I mean, I don't really see the reason to leave you all down here. Why don't you just all come in? I think it's just going to be easier that way. And we can decide then, and I'll let Constantine decide if they can stay.
Perfect. So if he
Yeah, I mean, if
decides
they're-
they can't, they can just like pop out. Wait in the car.
Yeah. Or come wait down here or whatever.
Okay.
Okay, come on then. She leads you back to the planetarium again. And as you all enter the planetarium, you can see there the projectors are on, but it's just depicting like a static background of like some stars and some planets and stuff, just to provide some ambient light. The main house lights are on too. And as you walk in, a few people turn back as there are 1, 2, 4, 4 people currently in the planetarium, waiting for you. You see, as Sally leads you inside, sitting in one of the chairs on the aisle, a Greek gentleman wearing a like a flowery kind of like Hawaiian shirt almost. He's got like half unbuttoned, sitting there sort of casually watching. Very chiseled features, very attractive. Yes, he's cute.
He's Greek. Of course he's cute.
You see Johan is also sitting, looking kind of rigidly, watching with a very stern disposition.
Hi, Johan.
Hello. Sitting near the front is a woman with darker features, very like thick, kind of flowing hair. Looks to be in probably like I think whereas Johan is and the other gentleman that you saw were a bit younger, she's a bit older, more like a business demeanor to her, and wearing a suit. You see her sitting kind of near the front, and she turns back and looks to you with sort of a haughty expression, and then standing at the center of the room, recognizable figure as you've all seen his pictures, you see David Constantine. And
Hi, Mr. Constantine.
hello. He looks up at Sally and says, Sally, this is a few more than I had expected. She's right. Sorry. Piper brought a few friends with her who are also users. And I thought you might want to meet them. See if they might want to join too.
Sorry.
That's right.
It's a safety thing.
No, it's fine. If they work with you, then it would make sense that you would continue to work with them. We have similar arrangements. Stephanie here, and he gestures towards the front, has a number of individuals in her employ like us. The invitation is for you, Piper, but if you would like to join, you may keep people in your employ for your purposes if you wish.
Great.
The only thing I ask before we move any further is that you demonstrate your anima so we can see them and confirm that you are like us.
Okay, sure. Vega.
Vega just hits the high note from Dream On by Aerosmith. Like, probably breaks some windows. I don't know.
Okay. Vega appears.
Kind of a showman.
Feng, Vivi, Penny.
Okay, he will call Tortoise, stand there menacingly.
She waits for just a hair longer than she like you would expect her to, just to kind of like make a point of like, you told me not to be here, and then she just shows up.
Do not speak.
Vivi just kind of like wiggles her antenna, and she's all like, "Do I really have to?"
Fair enough. Not all of them manifest the same way. And you? Penny, was it?
Just.
Oh. Interesting. Well, introduce you to the other members of our organization. You've met Sally and Mars. And Sally manifests the hulking figure of Mars behind her. He gestures to the Greek gentleman. Says, Julius and Venus. And he holds out a hand, and you see a bottle appears in his hand, and it sort of, he uncorks it, and this reddish pink vapor sort of surrounds his body, sort of I Dream of Genie style. And it's just this vaporous substance that just hangs in the air there and sort of twists and turns. Johan, who I believe you also met the other day, and Neptune. And Johan stands, and then manifesting next to him, you see this large circular stone creature with short arms and legs bisected by a ring of gold. Just this big lumbering creature. He then gestures forwards to the woman in front of him, says, Stephanie and Jupiter. And she waves a hand in the air, and then manifesting in front of her is a majestic silver throne that sparks with electricity. Before she waves a hand again, and it vanishes. And the man says, "We have a few other members that are not currently present, though I'm not sure what the holdup is with all of them. Some of them are on other assignments."
What about you?
And of course, yes, introducing myself, I am David Constantine. And he waves a hand, and you have to blink as it almost blinds you for a moment, appearing behind him, this glowing figure that as you adjust, you can see a powerfully built humanoid structure amidst the golden light that is beaming off of it, a halo cast around their head, and a flaming sword in one hand. He says, "Sol Invictus."
Hi,
And this-
Sol Invictus.
Snaps his fingers and it vanishes. And this is the system. And that is where we're going to end our session here for tonight. As you meet some of the members of the system. And we will come back next week or 2 weeks to see what you guys decide to do and how this all plays out. Or you just fight all of them.
So Feng pulls out a gun.
He's got a gun.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
Oh man. And then we've gone from Constantine to John Wick.
Oh my god.
Lord.
My two favorite Johns.
All right. So that is it for our session for tonight. Thank you everyone for joining us. Let's go and do our XP stuff real quick, and then we'll get going. So first question, did you participate in the session? If yes, mark XP. Second, did you use your anima abilities to overcome an obstacle, challenge, or threat? I think all of you did in some way. Mark XP. Did you solve a mystery or save someone from danger?
We're in the process of.
I was about to say, I saved Feng from danger several times.
You did. Yeah, you did save Feng from danger.
Does body blocking count?
Yeah, you did.
We
save.
did find the system and like who's in charge of them.
Yeah. I'd allow for that too. So we'll say both. You guys all get an XP for that then. Did you learn something important or find something valuable? Once again, you learned more about the system and about the Mirage and all that. So I'd say that. And did you have any complications because of your virtue, vice, or drive?
I got fired and didn't sleep again.
You did. One of these days we're gonna have to make Vivi sleep.
She'll sleep when she's dead.
Desperately loves being the center of attention.
Yeah.
Herself in
That
danger.
works.
I have to tweak my things because I don't know that they really apply to the day-to-day. But anyway, no.
Hey.
All right. So whether that happened or not, you guys all gain XP for that. You guys all level? Yeah, cool. So welcome to level 2, everyone. It's not a lot of stuff for leveling up this game. I think you're all just going to you get to increase one of your anima stats, your die size by 1. So that's it. And we can do that. You can do that whenever you want between now and the next session. But yeah, that's going to be it for our session. Does anyone have anything they want to plug before we get going? Yes, Savannah.
I do. When I'm the days that this channel is dark, Monday and Wednesday, I am on twitch.tv/encounter roleplay playing games. On Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, I play in the Dungeons and Dragons game. It's called Song of the Deep. It's the second season, the following lessons in deep magic. So you can hang out with me Monday, and then on Wednesday, for the next few weeks at 6 p.m. Eastern time, same channel, I'm running a game of I Hunt, which is about millennial monster hunters using an app to get jobs in the gig economy. It's great. Come hang out with us. Every other day I'm here, so.
Go and see
Anyone
the
else?
Elegant Suffering finale Thursday.
Yeah.
8 o'clock. Yeah. The end of Elegant Suffering. You'll see a lot of epic epilogues and so many weddings. I'm counting at least 4.
Vernice and Erasmus wedding.
Hell yeah.
Erasmus wedding.
The wedding everyone's really been
Please.
waiting for.
It's true.
Yeah, that's the only
Lemon
one anyone
cakes
really
everywhere.
Yeah. But yeah, check that out. It'll be great.
Savi, Sean, what are you doing after the stream?
Yeah, so I think after we're gonna take a little bit of a break to eat some dinner, but I think we're gonna stream some Dead by Daylight after, and the Scooby Crew's gonna get murdered by some monsters who were just people. Nope, they're actually monsters. So yeah, come join us for.
It's the
come
only
join
thing
us for
I'm
that.
competent at when we play that game is getting murdered.
Getting
so if
murdered.
you want to see
Yeah.
me do Dead by Daylight but bad, we'll tweet
Yeah.
about it. Come hang out with us.
Yeah, so we'll be back in a little bit. So if you're wanting to enjoy some more spook 'em ups on for Halloween, come join us for that. All right. Anything else? No? Okay. Thank you, my lovely players, for being here and for being awesome and helping me tell this story. Thank you for everyone out there in the chat for joining us. We will see everyone in 2 weeks for the next session. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.